Greetings, temptations, my fellow dudes and dudettes. I'm Andy from the Andy Wizard YouTube channel, and today we are playing 1000 Lies and da 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 da, blah blah blah. Alright, there you go. Some might say he was singing. I'd call it a deafening noise. In search of peace, I go outside, and even though it's stopped raining, I could have minded getting soaked again if it meant getting away from them. I'm sorry, Ziva, but you're tone deaf. It was this or burning karaoke. The aroma of geosmin floods my senses as soon as I enter the garden. Jasmine, or whatever, which is now illuminated by the shining lights attached to the house and placed within the pool. There, mesmerized by the serenity of the moment, someone else walks along the white ceramic edge of the pool, her reflection curiously showing up on the pond surface. She notices my presence as soon as I approach her, and she turns round surprisedly. Oh, hey, it's you. Shouldn't you be inside enjoying your birthday? When she's done speaking, her gaze once again drifts to the surface of the water. I prefer to keep my eardrums as safe and far away from Ziva's singing as possible, and I don't think it's just me. She livens it up a little too much during parties, and doesn't realize that her voice is beyond god-awful. Please understand. On the other hand, when I think about the suffering that the rest must be enduring, it's sad. Who would have guessed that you can feel pity? Knowing you, I'd say that you enjoy watching others suffer. Only you. So sweet to indulge. Well, aren't you just a comedian? I do try to level with my audience. But I've crossed the line here. Lucy crouches down next to the pool and lowers her voice. I can't get an answer by looking at the contour of her hair, so I decide to get closer to her and get a good view of her face. Be honest, you're jealous. Jealous? Or jealous? Of who or what? You're jealous of my superior cheating at poker skills. I might have failed with the very last step, but what I did still wasn't easy. I even gave all three of you some really great hands. How can you still be so optimistic after how wrong everything went for you earlier? Do you realize that the first step to solving a problem is to admit that you have one? Let's just say that I'm having an unlucky streak, and I know what I'm doing. Winning depends on the person. There seems to be a discrepancy between your theory and reality. I'm being serious. I could give you an example, or better yet, we can make a bet on it. No, don't you realize that that's exactly the problem? Fine, we'll bet whatever you want. I'll always win. I take the deck of cards we used earlier out of one of my pockets, and present it to Lucy. The game's simple. I take a card and try to throw it above the house's roof while standing right here. If it goes above the roof, I win. But if it can't reach, you win. Simple, huh? Let me see. I don't trust you yet. Lucy takes the card from my hand, ensuring that I'm not concealing any tricks within them. When she finishes, she checks the distance to the building. It's about 30 feet from where I stand, considering that it's a two-floor mansion. That's a pretty large distance to keep in mind. Before you start, I'd like to try it out myself. Do you mind if I throw some out as a test? As many as you want. She holds the deck in her left hand, then lifts her right arm over her head, and then throws the first card collapsed between her fingers, using all their strength. She tries to throw it. And then that's all the time I have for today's video, and I hope I see you later. No outro for this one.